With a new school year beginning, students in hundreds of Oklahoma classrooms are being taught by substitute and retired teachers who've been talked into going back to work. That's because of a serious lack of qualified teachers. The teacher shortage in Oklahoma has become a chronic problem with obvious solutions.
Oklahoma's State Department of Education does not know how many teachers public schools are going without. They do know the problem is getting worse.
They're having difficulty finding teachers of all subject matter, all grade levels. In the past, we've struggled to find teachers in math and science and world languages.
Carrie White is an assistant state superintendent. She does know there are multiple reasons the shortage has increased.
We are not graduating that many fewer teacher candidates each year, but we have more students now than we've ever had. We have more expectations of what those teachers will be doing when they get hired. And so we have more retirements than we previously have had.
But the single biggest reason for the teacher shortage remains clear.
Many of our Oklahoma educated teachers choose to leave the state in order to begin their teaching career because those initial salaries in other states in our region are higher. Also, many of those districts provide signing bonuses and moving expenses.
Oklahoma City Public Schools is the state's largest district. Just days before classes were to begin, the school district was 168 teachers short. By that first day of school, that was down to 94.
The entire human resource team, they worked all weekend, 12-hour days, Saturday and Sunday, to prepare for Monday morning.
Chuck Tompkins is Executive Director of Human Resources for Oklahoma City Public Schools. For the first week of school, substitute teachers will fill the gap, while Tompkins' Human Resources team tries to hire more full-time educators, which will include as many retired teachers as possible.
For immediate retirees, there is a limit on how much they can make, how much they can work, which does hinder us from rehiring them into a full-time position. There's quite a bit of red tape to go through in order to come back to the classroom and postpone your retirement for those teachers.
Like other districts, Oklahoma City is losing teachers to out-of-state competitors and in-state competitors. Anyone who can offer higher starting salaries, signing bonuses, and especially help with moving expenses.
We've been all over the country recruiting teachers, and we get them excited about coming, and then the moving cost, the relocation cost just to get here to teach is unbearable for some young graduates.
Good morning to everyone.
Oklahoma City did find some new teachers through an arrangement with Spain and the State Department of Education. That's how Isaac Romero ended up at Roosevelt Middle School teaching 8th grade math, pre-algebra, and Algebra 1.
It's quite different from Spain. The methods are different, so I have I need a little time to start to work with the students. But I think students are students in Spain, United States, Germany, everywhere.
Mr. Romero says his job is to connect with the students, and when they connect with him, the learning begins.
They have their cell phones, and math is included in their cell phones. So math is everywhere. So I have to try to give them examples to they notice that math is very important for their lives.
Before arriving in Oklahoma, Romero knew only one thing about the state: Serge Ibaka.
The only thing I knew from Oklahoma was the NBA basketball team, because here plays Serge Ibaka, who plays for the Spanish national team.
Ironically, this year the World Championship game will be held in his home country of Spain, while Romero will be in Oklahoma.
So, well, we are in Spain, so we have to watch in the television.
Yes.
Carrie White says other school districts have found a ready supply of teachers in the U.S.
We have districts who have partnered with states in the northern or northeastern part of the country that have a surplus of teachers, and they're migrating teachers into Oklahoma.
But public school administrators across the state know they will again face a shortage of teachers this time a year from now, unless Oklahoma lawmakers fix the problem.
The legislature of Oklahoma has to increase funding for our public schools. It is not enough to cover all the things that we need to provide to our students.
The Oklahoma State School Boards Association has launched a survey of Oklahoma school districts asking them about teacher shortages and other issues. Preliminary results show more than 600 teacher vacancies statewide. A lack of special education teachers is the biggest problem, followed by a shortage of elementary teachers. And 60% of the districts say they will also be seeking emergency teacher certifications, which means allowing people to teach who are not yet fully qualified.